10. Under 10 to 6. Go to half. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch. Whip. Well done. Watch the whip. Let's go.
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth rounder from Stanford. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's...
And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Bryce Love, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down, Bengals.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with Love here, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 7, Vick forced out to his left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Mike 55! Mike 55! I'm on. Yo.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. These two teams all tied after one. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go now. I get the flag. I'm scared. Hayward.
On 2nd and 7, Vick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shift. 36, read. Check. Fresno.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Bryce Love. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
X3, 218, jump.
Second and long. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Running to start the drive is Love. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. That's a 29-yard line.
Throwing, Vick. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, turn it up. Chance. He's coming. We got double up. Go. Check 43. Alert flag.
Vick now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw, Vick. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. On first down, Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 now. Vick. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Off the play fake, Vick. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Here's the 2nd and 7. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Vic to throw it. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching you find. Oh, here we go. Oh,
It's a play fake. Now Vic. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Boyd. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
at the 47-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's our time.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Vic readies to throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
164, wing. Hey, switch it.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. On 4th down, Vic, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Joker.
From just shy of midfield, Vic flush to his right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Love. And some room to work. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now here's Vic being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here. But
oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
55. Check three.
Here's Vic. Steps away to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Don't be mad. This is more where it came from.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there in the middle, 55. Check. Slam. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Third and long for Vic. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watch the ship.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now in desperation. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bryce Love with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far. So why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll set up to throw. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hit it. Watch 98. 98's your mic. Okay, double. Hit it.
Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
94. Watch it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle. That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a first throw here in overtime. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bengals, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.